And in Bataan, Philippines, this is called Las Casa de Acusar. House, probably way back in the Spanish occupation of the Philippines. All, I think most of them are original. What a beautiful place. We're not staying here for the evening, but I have seen it at night. It was just gorgeous. This is Casa San Juan, Batangas, one of the most beautiful houses here in Las Casas. Okay, take off your shoes or slipper before you go in to a Filipino household. Yeah, okay. Let's go up. It's kind of dark in here. Okay. Look at the site. Wow. All photos. Just look at the molding and religious shrine. And here's the bedroom. So those houses are for rent for up to 30 people. That include a butler and a security. If you want to, stay here, you want to rent a house, you can do that. And this house is, I just find out from the caretaker, it used to be occupied by the general manager of this area, but he's decided to move out because he was feeling someone was living with him. Okay. This house is 80% original. That's according to the tour guide.
in San Jose, Balanga City, Bataan. Here in the resort, we call it Santuario de San Jose. It's not yet finished, but it's already functional to accommodate Holy Mass and wedding ceremony. So there's a lot of weddings happened in our church. So if you want to use our church for your wedding, first, you need to find your forever. Okay? No, just kidding po. You can use our church po. Okay? Alright, so once again, that's our Santuario de San Jose. And then the river, actually, it's a natural river of Bagak, Bataan. So we call it Umagol River. The water came to that mountain and it's called Mount Natig po. So that mountain po, it's a dormant volcano pa. Okay? So Umagol River. Alright? So na po my group? This way na po tayo. Under the ownership of Captain Fernando Berhel de Dios. And Captain Fernando, he also had 2 wives before. His first wife was Carmen Pausadillo, and they were blessed with 9 children. Yes, only 9 because unfortunately, Carmen Pausadillo got sick and died. So after a year, Captain Fernando remarried to Angela Nunez, and this time, they were blessed with 1 dozen of children. Yeah, so on and on, Captain Fernando had 21. And when I pop for my group, here we have sorbetes, buko, and then fishball, street foods. Okay? Mamaya, yes. Okay? Now po for my group, here we have the seal of University of the Philippines po in the year 1908. Okay? Alright, so na po my group, let's go inside na. Let's visit na po our national artists. They used to practice their skills in paintings in this house, like Carlos Boton Francisco, Fernando Amorsolo, and Guillermo Tolentino. But when the School of Fine Arts transferred to Padre Paolo Street, Manila, it's only a cover, this one. So it's a peephole or peeping hole. The owner, they're going to peep through this hole. And then from here, they clearly see who's knocking on the door. That's why high definition with sound effect. Okay? Very realistic. So when someone's knocking on the door, the owner, they're going to peep through this hole. And then if the visitors are welcome to enter the house, from here for the second floor, they're going to pull a string that connected to the lock of the door. And the door will automatically open. Okay? But if the visitors are not welcome to enter the house through this hole, they're going to pour water. Alright, so na po for my group. Baba na po tayo. So, this way na po. And careful po. Ente was number 2. So they used to call it Florpa. Okay? We can also stay overnight here in our Casa Maykawayan from Maykawayan, Bulacan. Okay? That's it. To their grandfathers. And then some of the mythical creature of Lola Bashang, you will see po at the side part of the bridge, like Tikbalang. Tikbalang is like a half-bodied horse and half-bodied man. Manananggal is like the children during at night pa. Okay? Right, so once again, that's our tulay ni Lola Bashang. Okay? And then our next house center, that his mother, Madam Romana Pangan, became wet nurse and laundry woman to the Arasha family. What happened in the family of Arasha? So that there will be no evidence. Go-kart, bicycle, electric. So in that massacre, there's only one survivor. Her name was Carmen Maxino. Because during that time, she's just a little girl. That's why her nanny able to put her on a basket and covered with the used clothes po. So as of now po here in the resort, Casa Unisan, it's one of our restaurant here called Kusina ni Nanay Maria. World War II, this house became the headquarters of United States Armed Forces in Northern Luzon, and one of their plans on how to capture General Tomoyuki Yamashita, the leader of Japanese troops. Okay? But as of now po here in the resort, Casa Luna, so this is our museum now for antique collection of Mr. Acuzar.
Alright folks, so this is the swimming pool. It's only 4 feet deep, This is what they call the Filipino swimming pool. It's kind of nice. And there, over there is the, it's called Palaruan. It's the playground for the kids. Let's head over there. Let's see a Filipino playground. Patio de Juegos. I'm not quite sure what this Juegos mean, but all right. So this is the Filipino playground, and that's of course the traditional Filipino houses. And again, back in the pool, you can see there's a couple of lounges over there, and the ocean is right there. Head that way. Today it was so hot. It's just too much for me. So I'm trying, you know, kind of try to follow the tour, but I also try to skip some of the attraction because lots of climbing. Now the tour is upstairs, and it was so hot here in the Philippines. So I'm by myself down here. I'll just wait for them. Here's the newly painted tin roof. You can still smell the paint. I don't know. Oh, I guess they're using for those houses right there. Yeah, you can see the tin roof, the red color. So yeah, this is the traditional for the poor Filipino, or I guess middle class Filipino. And over here is a brick house, and this one too. So for, I guess that's for the rich people. And here's the gazebo. I think that's a hotel right there. Behind the gazebo is the hotel. And these houses, I believe they are for rental. You can rent it. If you have a big family, you can bring your family over here and spend a couple of nights over here. So initially I was planning to stay overnight because the night view is just incredible. But due to time restraint, I decided just to come over for the day tour. Yeah.
Dito na yun. Lahat ng mga design dito gawa.
Lahat dito, gawa dito?
Ito naman galing to sa ano, sa may Cagayan.
Oh.
Yung giniba doon saka nila dito.
Ah.
Okay. Kung anong tinayo mo, ano nakatayo doon, pagdating dito, ganun din.
So dito, kayo rin ang gumawa nito?
Yung mga karpintero.
Kapentero?
Marami dito, karpintero, sa bahay, karpintero, pintor.
Ito mga narito.
Diyan. Yung mga ano, boss.
Yeah.
Design ng taas yan. Ito yung, tapos na ito. Taas.
Ganda. Para ano ito? Pinaparental?
Parental to sa mga ito, hotel din. Pero marami dito nag-rent ng mga foreigner. Gusto ng foreigner to din.
Oo, gusto nilang ganun eh. Gusto nila mainit. Ako, hindi ko kaya mainit. Sumusuko.
Aircon sa loob na, aircon din.
May aircon dito?
Aircon din.
Ayan ang kailangan ko, aircon.
Ito, studio ano. Pang dalawa lang ito. Nakikita mo yung boss, yung mga design niya, kinapit ko.
Oo.
Isabi.
Ayan.
Ayan, mga design yan. Mga pin.
Wow. These are solid. It's called yakal. Very, very strong. So this is called Casa Mexico. As you can see, they're still trying to renovate the place. And this is a mailbox. Casa Mexico, this can be considered as the phoenix rising from the ashes of the Las Casas, since part of this house were found and portrayed from a junk shop. Clearly, the vision of the owner went beyond the salvage parts of the house, thanks to a found photo that became the guide for each reconstruction. Okay, so I'm not quite sure who is this man, but he looked like he's injured. There's a calesa, another calesa coming. Okay, we are heading towards that house right now. That's where the tour is. And this guy are playing a chessboard game. I think it's called Dama. So you have to take off your shoes before entering the place.
But on the third floor, it has some architectural design.
Let's.
Because before we don't have wood paint, that's why they use through gold. Okay? As of now, here in the resort, Casa Bizantina, so this is our premier hotel with 7 bedrooms and can occupied by 16 persons. So if you want to rent the house, it includes full butler service, breakfast, full house. Okay? So as of now po, we're only allowed to stay here po at the lobby. We cannot go upstairs na po. Okay? And then, by the way, this is not the original design of the house. So why women? Because women, they have more patience than men. Is that true, sir? No need to argue about that, sir. Okay, baka mabatas po tayo kay madam. Okay? Alright, so by the way po, that artwork was inspired in Felix Resurrection Hidalgo's masterpiece, La Barca de Aquino.
Only admired for his intellectual brilliance, but also for taking a stand and resisting the Spanish colonial government through his novels. The Book of Noli Me Tangere, written in Spanish, is a sweeping and passionate unmasking of the brutality and corruption of Spanish rule in the Philippines. The protagonist, Crisostomo Ibarra, exemplified the vision that Jose Rizal had aimed for the youth of the Philippines during his time, while others attribute Ibarra as Rizal's reflection of himself. Sisa is thought to have represented the motherland who was suffering as her character had suffered with the loss of her children, and the tragic events in her life represented the abuse that the motherland received from her colonizers. Maria Clara symbolizes the purity and innocence of a sheltered Filipino woman during the time of the Spanish occupation. And Padre Damaso, the main antagonist of the novel, symbolizes the Spanish friars of Rizal's time and is a comment on the Spanish control and overwhelming power over the Philippines.
Si Crispin! Nandun sa simbahan na yon. Kinuha siya sa akin ng mga kura. Si Crispin! Kinuha sa akin ng mga kura. Yung mga anak ko. Hindi ako maaaring magkamali. Nandito lang si Basilio. Nakita ko na ang aking anak. Masaya ako't nagkita tayo muli, anak ko. Ngayon, anak, samahan mo ako, ha? Hahanapin natin ang kapatid mo na si Crispin. Sisigaw ka, sasabihin mo, Crispin! Crispin! Anak, Crispin. Kaya mo yun, anak.
Crispin!
Ilakas mo ba, anak?
Crispin!
Isa ba, anak? Paksan mo. Sige, hanapin natin si Crispin, anak. Crispin! Crispin! Crispin, anak. Ngayon, pagmasdan niyo kami. Isasayaw ako ng aking mga anak! Sayaw tayo, mga anak! Basilio, sayaw! Sayaw, galingan mo, anak! Crispin, sumayaw ka! Anak, maghawak kayo ng kamay. Sayaw, mga anak! Sayaw! Masyado mahihain ang aking mga anak. Palakpakan naman natin sila. Ang galing mo, Crispin. Crispin. Basilio, masaya ka ba ngayon, anak? Ikaw, anak, masaya ka ba? Masayang masaya rin ako, mga anak, na magkakasama na tayong muli. Hindi na tayo maghihiwalay. Mahal na mahal kayo ng nanay.
Soy Maria Clara, ang simbolo ng dalagang Pilipina. Ano ito nababalitaan ko? Nais ako... Patawad!
sa inyong harapan ay isang suki ng aking kumpisaryo. Napakarumi ng pabubuhay ng tao ito. Kada dalawang araw, pagdala ako na mabuhay ng kalsada. Bueno, senyor, huwag kang mag-alala. Gusto lamang malaman ang kuna ngayon ng iyong kahandaan sa kabila ng lahat. Senyor, kung sakaling dumating ang taktang araw ng ating paghuhukom, na naisip mo kaya?
Ang malik ang simoy ng hangin. Bayang ang araw na lubhang maningas, pawi ng ulan, gawing pawang ulap. Maging panginuring sa langit umakyat, at ang aking daing ay mapakilangkap. Bayang ang aking maagang pagpanaw, itangis ng isang lubos na nagmamahal. Kung may umalala sa akin ang dasal, ako'y iyos sanang idalangin naman.
Mayroong
idalangin mo rin ang hindi nagkakalad, na nangamatay na't yaong nagdahirap sa daming pasakit at ang lumalanghap naming mga ina ng luhang masakit. Idalangin 10 ng bawat ulila at nangapipiit na tigib ng dusa. Idalangin mo rin ikay matubos na sa pagkaaping lalong binabata. Kung nababalot na ang mga libingan ng sapot na itim ng gabing mapanglaw at wala lang talot kundi pawang patay, uwang wagang balain ang kahimikan. Pagtitagalan mo ang mga pag-ibig at mapapaligan ng pinagulay ng isang salteryo, ito may pag-inawitan ka na aking.
Salamat ang aming pag-alis sa buhay ng pinagkakalikan. Amigos de la infancia de nuestro equipo, y gracias a Dios por tu mi amiga, y seres
Rizal was told to stand on a grassy lawn between 2 lampposts in the Bagumbayang field, looking towards the Manila Bay. He requested the firing squad commander to shoot him facing the firing squad. He was ordered to turn his back against the squad of Filipino soldiers of the Spanish Army. A backup force of regular Spanish Army troops were on standby to shoot the executioners should they fail to obey the orders of the commander. Jose Rizal's execution was carried out when the command Fuego was heard, and Rizal made an effort to face the firing squad, with his bullet-riddled body turned to the right and his face directed to the morning sun. Rizal exactly died at 7:03 a.m., and his last words before he died were those said by Jesus Christ, "Consumatum est," which means it is finished. Bonifacio, informed of the discovery of the Katipunan, secretly instructed his rulers to summon all the leaders of the society to a general assembly. They were to meet at Balintawak to discuss the steps following the discovery of the Katipunan, which spread throughout Manila and the suburbs. That same night on August 19, 1896, Bonifacio, accompanied by his brother Procopio, Emilio Jacinto, Teodoro Plata, and Aguedo del Rosario, slipped through the cordon of Spanish sentries and reached Balintawak before midnight. Pio Valenzuela followed them the next day. On the 21st,
Andres!
Bonifacio changed the Colonial Code as the Spanish authorities had already deciphered it.
Kailangan nating umalis dito!
Oryang, huwag kang mag-alala. Lalaban tayo.
Left Balintawak for Cancun, where Apolonio Samson, a Katipunero, gave them food and shelter. In the afternoon of August 26th, they proceeded to Pucatlaw.
Tagapsoran,
The following day, August 23rd, 1896, in the yard of
bakit naririto pa kayo? Lubhang mapanganib ang laban ng ito para sa inyo. Umalis na kayo. Sige na!
Bonifacio asked his men whether they were prepared to fight to the bitter end.
Hindi ko na kaya
Despite the
humawak
objection
ng
of his
armas.
brother-in-law Teodoro
Gagawin ko ang lahat
Plata, the
para
Senate
maging
agreed
malaya
to
lang ang
fight to
ating
the
bayan.
last.
Papingat kayo.
In the case,
Kapatid, dahil na!
Bonifacio said, "Bring out your cedulas and tear them to pieces to symbolize our determination to take up arms." The men obediently tore up their cedulas, shouting, "Long live the Philippines!" This event marked the so-called cry of Balintawak, which actually happened in Pugadlawi.
Katipunan! Magsitayo kayong lahat.
Magsitayo tayo lahat!
Makinig kayo at mahalaga ang mga sasabihin ko. Napakarami na ang naging biktima ng mga Espanyol. At mas marami pa ang mamamatay kapag hindi natin pinigilan ang kanilang pang-aapi. Isusuong natin ang ating buhay sa panganib sa labanang ito para sa ating kalayaan. Walang pipi at bulan sa isang bayang nagsusuligaw at naghahanap ng liwanag ng kinabukasan. Ilang araw mula ngayon, sa gabi ng 29, ay sisimulan na natin ang revolusyon! Ilabas ninyo yung mga sedula at pagmasdan ang munting papel na ito. Ang munting papel na umaalipin sa ating lahat. Panahon na upang wakasan ang ilang taong pananakop ng Espanya sa ating inang bayang Pilipinas. Katipunan! Kulang man tayo ng sandata. Malakas man ang baril at panyo ng mga Kastila, ay mas malakas pa rin ang alilaw. Kay haba man ang ating lalakbayin, ilang tag-araw man ang dumating, o kahit na ilang libong tagulan man ang sumapit, hindi tayo titigil!
Hindi tayo titigil!
Lalaban tayo! Magpapayupi. Tayo ang magtatagumpay. Dahil tayo ang mga anak ng bayan. Tayo ang nagmamayari sa lupain ito. Sa atin ang bayang ito. At para sa ating kalayaan. Sabay-sabay nating punitin ang ating mga sadula. Mabuhay ang katipunan! Mabuhay ang revolusyon! Mabuhay ang kataas-taasan, kagalang-galang katipunan ng mga anak ng bayan! Mabuhay ang Pilipinas! Kalayaan! Ikaw ba? Ikaw? O ikaw? Sa halip na naririto kayo ngayon lahat, dapat ay nasa labas kayo at nangangalap ng mga armas. Naghuhukay ng trinchera. Tinuturuan ang ating mga kababayan para lumaban. Huwag kayong maniniwala sa matatamis na salita ng mga Amerikano. Kung magiging isang bansa man tayo, kailangan natin ng radikal na pagbabago. Mga kapatid, meron tayong mas malaking kaaway kaysa mga Amerikano. Ang ating sarili. Kilala kita! Kasali ka sa gobyerno sibil ng mga Kastila at ng mga anibang Espanya, ay agad ka lumipat ng bakod at ngayon. Tayo naman ang nanganganib! Makikisipin ka naman sa bandila ng kaaway. Kung mayroon tayong ganito sa ating pangkat, ay hindi na natin kailangan pa ng kaaway. Hindi ba? Bayan ang sarili mong ka! Dahil sa mga sakim sa kapangyarihan, kaya walang nais lumaban.
Yan, Luis, ang magandang hapon po sa kanilang uniyang po ng Las Casas Pilipinas de Rosar, ang karera ng ating pambansang hayop na kalabaw. Kaya ang buwan ko tayo na agidahan na saksihan sa hapon ito ang karera ng ating pambansang hayop na kalabaw. Ito naman ay gagalapin ngayong hapon sa Dalampasigan ng Las Casas Pilipinas de Rosar. ang batoneras ng Las Casas Pilipinas de Rizal.
Thank you.